If you're shooting your Instagram photos on just a phone camera, in this video I'm going to be sharing some great tips on how you can improve your game. Framing the picture, choosing the location, taking the shot, and then post-production on the shot just using the Instagram app itself. That's all coming up straight after this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and I hope you're well. Today I'm going to be shooting a little bit of a different video. I'm going to be sharing with you how you can achieve the perfect Instagram shot without all the expensive camera gear. We're going to be shooting it on an iPhone, a standard iPhone, and this isn't even the latest model. But I'll take you on the journey where I can show you behind the scenes on how you can achieve the shot. That's from where we start, through the process, take the shot, framing it up, what to look for, etc. And then the processing of where we go through to uploading it to Instagram. But one of the things I'm going to need to do first is just get the vehicle clean, because it is not clean, as you can see. That doesn't mean to say that I need to spend 3/4 of my day detailing it. I'm actually going to do a very basic wash, and you will see some of the cracks shining through. Some of the techniques that I'm using are probably going to make some of my detailing friends roll around on the floor. But that's what the point of this video is. So I'm going to really quickly get a wash on it, and then we can head out so as I can start to discover where we're going to take the picture. Okay, now that we're all clean, just a basic wash, ready to take this shot, I'm going to head over to the spot I've got in my head where I can explain a bit more when we get there, the kind of background I'm looking to create and use to get the most out of this picture, and then you might be able to relate with places near to where you live where you could frame up a similar shot. Let's get on the road and then we can talk about it when I'm over there. See what we can find up there. They've done a lot of cutting since I was here last. They've done a lot of weeding and stuff, opened it up a bit. Even though it's a real nice springy day, early spring, the ground is going to be pretty soft and muddy. Quite a good look over there, but I'm going to carry on up. I'm looking for somewhere where the van is, where I'm going to be able to elevate the van to my position. That's what I'm looking for. What a place. I really like this place. In the summer, it's absolutely packed. Here, this is very close to where they film, where they hold Bus Fest. Currently in a place called Castle Morton Common. I think I'm going to pull into this bit here. Let's see what we're looking at here, shall we? Okay, so here we are on the scene where I plan to take this picture. Sun is in the wrong position really for what I wanted to do, because over here, as you can see, I've got that lovely backdrop of those hills with a bit of a mist in the sky. This weather wasn't what I expected to be seeing today, but you got to work with what you've got. And so also over there, you can see, I love the way that sky's looking. This will make a really good shot. Now, over here, my plan was, when I scoped this out, that ground, don't know how that shows up on camera, but it drops away. And so I wanted to use this spot to come down here and elevate the van with that backdrop, as you see. But the problem is the sun is at the wrong position for that to work, because the van is going to be underexposed and very, very dark, and the sun is going to overexpose everything. Too many shadows, not going to pull out the subject. So I'm going to have to spin it round, and instead of being below the van, I'm going to have to be above it. I'm going to show you an interesting way to get a better shot. Well, I say a better shot, a slightly different shot, and I'm not going to just get grow the likes just because the van is bagged. I'm going to leave it possibly at that height, maybe a little bit less, but I want to get the wheels turned in and get a bit of a look to the van, so I'll share that with you. Let's get it spun round. Okay, so obviously in transporting it you're going to get some muck and stuff. I'm just going to give it a quick wipe off so as it looks its best, and throw on that little bit of tyre shine now that we're here, just to give these tyres on the shot side a glossy look to them. So we'll get that done really quick, and then we can get the framing on this photo. Let's get this shot framed. Wearing this on my head so as you can actually see what I'm doing. Listen. Yeah, I reckon that's our shot. Now, you need to make sure that we're not in any shadows, because as the sun drops, that shadow's going to get bigger. But I'm going for the complete opposite effect now, where we are higher than the van. It's not aired out, as I said. It's giving me that more of a turned look on the front. So first things first, make sure your lenses are nice and clean here. Okay, then one thing you need to make sure of is that you are set up on 16.9 for the wider picture, and I've got that at 1.7 times on zoom. I'm really happy with that framing. Got enough grass in the shot, got enough sky, van's got a nice load of lines and shadows, and wheels are looking good on the turn. I got enough of that on show. I'm happy with that, so I'm going to shoot in 3, 2, 1. That's the shot that we're going to take back to the studio, and I'm going to pull that into Instagram because we don't need any fancy Lightroom or Photoshop for this next bit. You've got access to this, so we'll pull it up, upload it to Instagram, and then I can apply the filters, and I'm going to show you how and what I'm going to do to that picture, and then it's ready for upload. So let's get back to the studio and I'll see you there. Okay, first things first, let's open up Instagram and come in and create a new post. Select your photograph, and then we can get into the editing process. Right, so you've got all these filters here, as you can see. You can also have to play about and just sort of, if you tap on the picture, you can see original and the filter, if you didn't know that. You can have a little play and see what's sort of working with for the right look. This is if you really don't find your bearings or doing it yourself, as low-fi. Different settings work with different filters. However, I never use any of these. I like to, so let's go back to normal, the original photo. I like to do this myself because I feel as I can get a better picture. So if we come down and hit edit, first things first, you want to set the contrast. The brightness of the picture, generally the iPhone does a very good job, but if it was too bright, adjust that. But anyway, so I'm going to pull in the contrast just to a point where it's sort of peaking. You don't want to lose too much of the picture. Yeah, I'm gonna sort of have it around about there. Click done. Then we move over to the warmth. We're going to put a bit of warmth in. As you can see, the warmth is going to make it cooler or warmer. Put a little bit of warmth into it. Probably say something about like so, looks good. And then I'm going to come over to shadows and pull the shadows down a little bit. If you sort of see, it's going to darken up the, it's going to really pull out some of the dark spots and give a bit more depth to the picture. Highlights, again, moving the slider up or down. I'm pretty happy with the neutral point on the highlights. And then a vignette just to give that look like a, as you see the corners of the photo are coming in, it really does sort of give that shot the look as though it's been shot on a DSLR camera. So I'm coming all the way up with that to pull out those corners. Has now made me think, come back to the highlights potentially and just pull that up just slightly. Okay, now just touch in the photo from that to that. So original picture to that. I'm pretty happy with that. That's now looks pretty vivid, sharp. Yeah, I think we'll probably work with that picture. And so let's go ahead and title it. I'm going to call this The Daily and give it a little emoji. I think let's give it one of those. And then you're going to want to bring in your hashtags, anything that you usually use. Something saved in my OneDrive here. Let's come over to I've got some various hashtags and stuff in here. General hashtags. Let's go with that. Well, I do need to make a few changes to this because obviously I can see Navis is in there, but I am not running the Navis in this picture, so to be fair to Navis, I need to remove that hashtag. But let's go back over to the app. It will still be sitting there. Paste these in, and then I need to take out everything that is not relevant, which will be the Navis Twin 5 needs to say Cades. And then we'll call that Cades Hera, which are my wheels. And I think for the purposes of this, we might add in, for fun, get up the top here, Insta tutorial. You can see I'm getting that message that we are only allowed 30 hashtags.
So I will need to remove some, because that list I showed you was around about 30. So let's go down. I better take low down out here because I am not aired out and I'm deemed as not that low. So that'll do, I think. We're not slammed. We've now removed that message, so I'm going to go with that. There we go. So now we are just ready to hit the button. We're ready to share. Boom. If you felt that this video gave you some value, then please do let me know in the comments below with some likes and shares. They really do help the channel grow. If you're new here and you haven't already subscribed, then please consider subscribing, because I will be bringing much more content to the channel. And finally, if you don't follow me on Instagram, as this is about Instagram, then go give us a follow on there too, at T6 Project. Thanks very much for watching. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Take care.